Hey y'all, y'all come in, come in, beautiful people. Come on in, come on in, y'all. We got to talk, man. We got to talk. It's something happened in the Young Dolph case today that really kind of amazed me, and it hurt my, it touched my heart, man. I don't like, I don't like what I saw happen in this courtroom, and I don't think that it's fair. Let's talk about it, y'all. Come in. Come on, my young dog people. Not young dog. Come on, my young thug people. Come on. We gotta talk about this, y'all. We gotta talk about this. Y'all come in. We need to talk about this. I'm kind of upset about something that happened in Young Thug case today. It hurted me so bad, but I don't think it was right. I really don't. I think this young man was being disrespected today, and we're gonna talk about that today. And you know how you all are. Hold on, let me see. Can I find it? I want to talk about something happened in the courtroom, though, and I can feel the spirit coming from Mr. Steele. I felt so sorry for this boy today in a Young Thug trial. Y'all got to have somebody to stand by y'all when you in situations.
My journey with my teeth started at a young age when I had teeth that would break.
Y'all come on in. I am really. I mean, I don't even feel right. I just feel exhausted because the trial today kind of like I thought it was wrong. I really do. One thing about me, I don't care. Okay, I'm not taking up for nobody who did nothing wrong, but I'm trying to say what happened to this boy today, and what happened to this man. I don't call him no boy. He a man. What happened to this young man today in court? I don't appreciate it, and I'm gonna see can I find it for y'all. I don't like how the prosecute. I don't like what Miss Love did. I don't like it. I don't like what she did. I don't. It's something about that lady. It just she trying to be funny, Miss Funny Willis, but Miss Funny Willis, I like her. I don't have nothing against Miss Love. Is attacking these young men in the courtroom. She's not acting like no attorney. I don't care what y'all say. I don't like how she treating these kids. Shoot ain't but 26, 23, 26. Young like my son. Now, I'm going to show y'all the part and then we're going to talk about it. This part right here, we're going to talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about this. I don't like it.
Can you check on our jurors, please? Mr. Steele, what can I do for you? Okay, all right. Just for a moment. I don't know this thing. But I just wanted to give you
Hold on, y'all. Let me skip it. Try and put it on this. Okay. Okay. Now, I want to talk about what happened in the court with Lil Woody, Kenny Copeland. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I didn't see what was going on in that courtroom today. Now Miss Love cannot be attacking them kids just because they don't want to be a witness for her. When you don't want to do what she say do, she gonna get you back. She gonna get you. She gonna come for you. Now today I sat there. The young man, Lil Woody didn't want to testify. It was said that he really didn't know he had an attorney. See, first of all, y'all young men, y'all listen to me. Stop talking to the prosecutors without your attorney. Stop talking to people without your attorney right there in front of you. Stop being grown and thinking that you know everything about the law. No, they got in that car together. The other lawyer, and they went over to that boy house. See, when they went over to Lil Willie house, knowing him as a young guy, he probably was high. No telling what he was thinking and what was on his mind when they came over to his house. He told them. They said that Lil Willie said that he Mr. Man or whatever his name wasn't his attorney. But I want y'all to look at this. Now okay, he didn't want to listen to what he said. And then we're gonna talk about it. You can't be mad at somebody because they don't want to do what you want them to do. Okay? This is Lil Woody, y'all.
You swear affirm testimony to I get report the truth and whole truth, nothing but the truth help. Yes. Let me see. You state your first and last name with the spelling of both, please.
You say that again?
State your first and last name with the spelling of both, please.
Kenneth Copeland. Mr. Copeland, do me a favor. Pull your chair up as close as you can.
Now, y'all see how Kenny talking to that police officer? He respond to a man different than he respond to a woman. Now, I don't like how he did my girl, though. My other girl, I don't like how he talked to her. Because, but he talked to that officer there. Because he don't be incarcerated before. But listen.
And speak directly into it so we can all hear you. So if you could state and spell your first and last name for the record, please. Kenneth Copeland. Spell it, please. KENNETHCOPELAND. Thank you, sir. All right.
And Mr. Copeland, good afternoon. Do you want to be here?
Ma'am?
Do you want to be here?
I'm here.
Okay.
Now, first of all, number one, she getting ready to aggravate him. He already agitated. He didn't want to come to court. He pleaded the fifth before he got there. But they ain't telling y'all that. Then she just gonna slip one in just a few minutes ago said, you don't want to be here? Why would you? You know how young, okay. You know how young people are. You already knew he didn't want to be there. So why did you come for him like that? You knew he didn't want to be there. That's one thing I don't like what she just did. And this is my girl. But see, but you could pick up somebody else's spirit if you ain't careful. She went, love was in her ear. Okay, let's listen to this. He no, he don't want to be there. What you think he want to be there? No, he don't. Okay.
Wait, are you gonna let me ask you some questions?
Okay.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
I plead the fifth. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get you to step outside to your next
it say I said I plead the fifth? Okay, y'all. Number one, wouldn't he want to be there? No way. Number two, he not gonna listen to no woman. No way. Cause I noticed he respected those officers, but he remembered uh the attorney right here who came out through his house. And somebody upset them on their prosecution team. The reason why he I knew it was gonna be something when she said, "How old are you? What numbers?" See, she going at him. She he's a witness. Go ahead, get it out of him. What is that? I plead the fifth. Okay. Would have been a little stubborn there. Would he? You been stubborn now. Now little judge getting mad because he can't act cute in front of the women.
Please bring.
All right.
All right, prosecutors, y'all dealing with these street boys. You got to go to Walmart. You got to go to the grocery store. Be careful. Yeah. Look at Thug.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our jury has left us. Mr. Copeland, given the fact that you have invoked your Fifth Amendment privilege, but the state has already given you immunity under 24-5-507, this court holds you in willful contempt, and we'll see you on Monday. And we'll see if we.
Okay, hold this. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Let me take it back. Let me take when Woody first started. Okay. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. See, he already plead, y'all, the 5th on June the 29th, 2023. See, he didn't want to come in there no way, and they did him wrong. Okay, Musta. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Let me find it when he first started. Hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the part. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the part when they first started. Hold on. 1 second, let me find it.
I'm gonna give away this incredible $4,000.
$4,000.
Wait, no, this one. This.
Hold on, y'all. I want to put it right. Miss Knight. Yeah, that's her name, Miss Knight. Hold on.
Preparation for trial. After yesterday, at about 5 or 6 p.m., whatever time I received the email, he advised that we need to cease all communications with his client.
However, his client is
Mr. Kenneth Copeland.
okay.
However, his client is not, there's no open pending litigation. We were operating as a witness. And so Mr. Melnick advised, I don't know if he wants to be present or not, but that he had court at 9 a.m. before Judge Krause. And so I'm bringing that to the court's attention. The state did offer Mr. Copeland use immunity in this case, so that anything that he testifies to in this particular proceeding will not ever be used against him. Your Honor has signed that order, and so we are ready to move forward. However, I did want to bring to the court's attention.
Okay, first of all, let's go to this. Let's go to here. Let's go here. Let's go here. It's for educating purpose. You know, we're going to always get an educating entertainment purposes also as well. Whoops. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Now, okay, look at this. She mentioned the word immunity. Since I try to stay away from the law. It's easy to get in trouble in Atlanta. I don't care how old you are. You can get into it. They're so arrogant here. Okay, here we go. This is what it means. Okay, when she said they offered him immunity, this is what she's saying, y'all. Let me see, can y'all say it? This is what she means when she said she offered him immunity. Okay? Key takeaways. Immunity is an exemption from a legal requirement, prosecution, or penalty granted by government authorities or statute. The main types of immunity are witness immunity, and that's what Mr. Copeland was, Lil Woody. Public officials immunity from liability, sovereigns immunity, and diplomatic immunity. But his is witness immunity. Okay, that's what they offer him. Okay, let me take this up a little bit. This legal immunity, our immunity from protection is a legal status within an individual or entity cannot be held liable for a violation of the law. So he cannot be held for no violation of no law inside what inside the courtroom. What he don't understand, he should, and then they young. He don't understand that what he don't understand that immunity that they offer him. Woody doesn't understand, y'all. I don't understand how he didn't let the attorney act as his attorney at the moment. Okay. The court was real nice to him. They offered him something that they won't charge him for nothing. He can sit there and say, I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. They're not going to lock him up. They weren't going to lock him up. Now, something happened. That's what immunity means, y'all. So y'all know what that means now. Okay? So we're going to say that immunity, we're going to put one word right there. We're going to say an individual, an entity, cannot be held liable for a violation of the law. Anything happen in that room, will not be liable. Anything he say, he will not be liable. He will not be held liable. Okay, that's what she talking about right here. We're not gonna look at the trial. I just want to break something down.
Mr. Melnick did advise that he was his attorney and that he was present in the building. I believe wanted to either address the court, but.
Okay, well, if he's inserted himself in that particular respect, he needs to probably be here. So can we send somebody up to Judge Krause's to inquire? Because, or is he here? Is he outside?
I have not seen him yet. So
is Mr. Copeland or his counsel present?
Mr. Copeland is present in the courthouse. Yes.
All right. Where's Mr.
The judge's office is alone this morning. I think he's in Judge Carnes.
Oh, maybe it's Carnes.
Okay, can we see if we could find him, please, and have him tell him that we're about to call his client?
I'm not sure if any of Mr. Sharp still has. I do not have his phone number.
Okay. Well,
And while we're waiting for that, I do have two other issues.
hold on, Kevin Avila, can you ask one of your colleagues, or Deputy Ham, can you
Pay attention, y'all.
see if you can go up, or have one of your colleagues go up to Judge Carnesales and see if we can, one, either get him down here, or two, ask Judge Carnesales when he would be available. Tell him that we also have a witness that we need to call. Okay. All right, sir.
Okay.
And then next, Your Honor, while we're waiting in that pendency, Mr. Copeland does have prior criminal convictions.
See, this what I don't like. Okay. This what I don't like. He is a witness. What he has already been conviction of is not our business. Why is she doing it? Why did she do that? Why is she talking? That's why the judge interrupt her. You can't do that. I don't want to hear what he convicted, what he been in trial. I don't care nothing about nobody's history like that. Because that'll make you look at a person wrong. And maybe they don't made a change in their life since then. Okay? So I'm glad he correct her on that. The judge did good today, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, judge did good. Now, I want to get him in the courtroom so we can talk. Okay, they looking for him right here. Okay. Okay, now there go his attorney. Okay, Mr. Menlitz. Okay. Now, this is when the attorney gonna come in. We looking at the thing, we just breaking it down. Okay. Now this part.
And that Mr. Melnick is with us now, and that Mr. Copeland is outside, correct? Okay. Say again? Okay, all right. All right, Mr. Melnick, good morning, sir, welcome.
Morning, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, do you have any issues of concern or that I need to take up before the state calls your client?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
May I approach?
You may. Good morning, sir.
So for the limited purpose of this issue regarding whether Mr. Copeland will testify at this trial, I am representing Mr. Copeland. Your Honor, I spoke with several individuals in the Fulton County District Attorney's Office before this case was indicted. And the Fulton DA's office was very well aware that I was representing Mr. Copeland. Apparently, they have had conversations with Mr. Copeland outside of my knowledge and presence. Now, I can't do anything about that.
See, I asked y'all, I said that they shouldn't have been talking to him without his attorney. But she's gonna feed back and said that Lil Woody said that's not his attorney. Why would Lil Woody not there to speak up for that? Why wouldn't they think that he has an attorney? He shouldn't even, don't y'all say nothing to nobody without your attorney. You do not have to answer questions. Okay? Because you can make a mistake. Now here she go. He wasn't even present when they talked to Lil Woody.
Because he talked to them without contacting me first. However, he did contact me yesterday and told me that he was being subpoenaed to testify here today. And I asked him what he wanted to do. His position had been and has always been that he wishes to exercise his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. I have explained to him, and I learned this morning that apparently an immunity order has been entered under OCGA 24-5507, granting him use immunity for testimony at this trial. I would object to that proposition, and the reason is this. I know very well that the district attorney's office knew about my involvement in this case from the inception of this case. I spoke with Don Geary in 2021 about this matter. And he asked me whether or not Mr. Copeland intended to cooperate with the state. And what he told me is that Mr. Copeland would probably either be a witness or potentially a defendant in this case. I spoke with Mr. Copeland. We had numerous conversations between myself, Don Geary, and Thomas Greiner, who's in the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, who was prosecuting Mr. Copeland for a separate matter. And Mr. Copeland has steadfastly said that he intends to exercise his Fifth Amendment privilege. I have also participated in a conference call regarding a bond for Mr. Copeland when he was when he had an indictment in Judge Whitaker's division. Present in that conference call was myself, Adrian Love, Adam Abadi, Abby Potter, and Judge Whitaker. And we very specifically discussed the state's concerns about Mr. Copeland getting a bond in that case, given that the state wanted to utilize him as a witness in this YSL case. So, Your Honor, Mr. Copeland is here. I can state as his attorney that he intends to exercise his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. He does not wish to testify in this trial.
Listen, now we about to have a problem. They're gonna have a problem because Whitty already signed, the judge signed the papers without his attorney being there. He doesn't wish to testify. Okay. He brought up a word that I looked up for y'all. He ain't said it yet. He didn't say it yet. He haven't said it yet. Judge haven't said it yet. Y'all, I done broke my teeth right here. I done broke a tooth, y'all. Ain't red hot. Eating some roasted peanuts. But listen, we about to have a problem now. Because they spoke without his attorney being there. But they see, y'all, I'm not the one that talk about people like that. I just call it the way I see it. The state did some slick going over there and talking to that boy. Knew that they shouldn't have did. They should have called before they went, or either they knew his attorney wasn't there. Also, we're gonna get you to sign these papers. Just sign your name right here. Just sign your name right here. When Woody signed his name, and they manipulated him to sign his name, that's what I'm gonna say. He signed his name on a piece of paper, which he shouldn't have done. When Woody signed his name, they didn't tell. I know he spoke a Fifth Amendment to them, but they had him some kind of way, y'all. They manipulated him to sign the paper. He signed the paper. When that judge signed that paper, it's over. Woody said something when he first just got on the stand later is, I'm grown. But Woody, you didn't do it. You didn't do it right. His name Kenny, y'all. He didn't do it right. But that's what happened right here. Watch the twist. Watch what happened. Okay, now he want to plead the Fifth. Here we go.
And I would ask, there is no other, he's not on bond, he's not on probation, there's nothing like that. I would ask that he be allowed to leave this courtroom without being compelled to testify.
All right. Ms. Hilton, you wish to respond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Malik, you are correct. I did go ahead and sign this morning. I'll make a, for the record, the court's order giving him use of immunity. Okay.
Good afternoon, good morning again, Your Honor. First, let's give a timeline of events. Mr. Melnick spoke of speaking with Mr. Don Geary. I would believe.
What does that have to do? Let's cut to the chase. Okay?
So,
I mean, all of that, it may be, maybe historically.
Listen to the judge. Judge, you heard Judge. Hey, let's cut the chase. See, y'all got to watch their prosecutors. They are being slick in this RICO case. If you don't listen and pay attention, you just in there typing. You're not listening to what they're doing. Okay?
Because I want to make sure the record is clear as to what Mr. Melnick said as far as his representation of him, especially as it relates to him being a witness in this case.
Okay, all right.
So
I'll let you fill in the background.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So when Mr. Melnick, I believe, engaged with Mr. Geary, Mr. Copeland had at that time either two open pending cases, because this would have been in 2020 or 2021. At that point in time, he had open pending charges with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Since that time, those cases have been closed, and therefore Mr. Copeland does not have any open pending charges. Therefore, we have not spoken to Mr. Copeland previously when he had open pending cases. We have only spoken to Mr. Copeland as it relates to his being a witness in this trial. Mr. Copeland was subpoenaed a few months ago, but as we were getting closer to his testimony, we resubpoenaed him again last Friday, which was a week from today. When we met with him, we spoke with him briefly. I believe I asked him if he had an attorney or if Mr. Melnick was his attorney. I believe my understanding from Mr. Copeland was that he hadn't spoke to him or that he wasn't his attorney. At that point, we continued to engage in conversation. Mr. Copeland engaged with us. He came down here, we spoke, he asked us questions, we answered his questions, and at no time during any of those conversations that we had with Mr. Copeland, his attorney there. We would have obliged that, but I believe that was a good conversation as he is a witness in our case. Yesterday, at our final prep session, spoke with him. It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the courthouse. When we left the room that we were meeting in, I saw Mr. Max Shard in the hallway. As we left, we had our greetings. And then it was not until 6 o'clock last night that I received an email from Mr. Melnick, copied Mr. Shard and Mr. Steele on that email, and advised that his client was going to plead the fifth. In the state's conversations with Mr. Copeland, he had some concerns, and we had told him just in general conversation that we would give him use immunity to testify in this trial, in the trial. Once we received the email from Mr. Melnick last night, we moved forward, Your Honor, drafting a motion in order to give Mr. Copeland use immunity in this case. 24-5-507, Your Honor, lays out that it is the state's purview in order to give use immunity, because it's only the state that brings charges in this case. And we have decided that whatever Mr. Copeland says, he will have immunity in this trial, in this proceeding. And that has been the state's decision, and the state can make that decision. And we have so done that pursuant to
let's stop it right there. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with what the state? They gave him his immunity. So that nothing will be held against him. They're not going to charge him whatever he says. Did they explain it to him? Because his attorney wasn't there. Okay, listen on.
4-5-507. And furthermore, Your Honor, if Mr. Copeland does not testify, he could be held in contempt. We had that conversation with him as well, that he could be held in contempt.
Okay. They had that conversation. They having a conversation with the young man, but that gets a turn. They saying words that I just looked up for y'all. Immunity. I looked up the words and stuff like that. Contempt, you know. And he agreed with them. He want to be grown, so he agreed with them, with it.
If he does not testify, Your Honor. And so the state would ask that the order that the court has signed be honored, and then Mr. Copeland be compelled to testify and not insert his Fifth Amendment privilege and testify as a witness in this proceeding.
That respond, Judge?
Yes, you can, Mr. Mayor.
Miss Love, ready to raise
Mr. Malley,
him.
here's the thing. Your client can certainly advance his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. I have signed the order under 24-5-507. So I guess have you explained to your client the potential second and third order effects that could occur?
Hey,
depending on
Rebecca.
this decision?
I have, Judge.
Okay.
I'm feeling good,
I guess the
boo.
only thing to do at this point in time is to bring him in and determine whether or not he would like to make sure he understands.
I understand.
Where he is under 24-5-507.
He is present in the courtroom, Judge.
Okay.
What he has told me is that he repeatedly told the DA's office that he did not wish to cooperate, did not wish to testify, and wished to exercise his Fifth Amendment privilege, but I can bring him up and have him state that on the record.
Yes.
Okay. Come on up, Mr. Copeland.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you all. If the judge already signed them papers, he can invoke his he can invoke and go to jail because he already done signed the paper. Now, this could be a lack of communication between Lil Willie and his. That's who Copeland is, y'all. Is Lil Willie, Lil Woody, Lil Woody. I don't think his attorney communicated well with him because y'all gonna see the action in a few minutes.
Copeland, come on up and have a seat here, sir.
There go Lil Woody, y'all. There go Lil Woody.
No, he doesn't need to be sworn in yet. Hi, Mr. Copeland, your counsel, Mr. Melnick, have you had an opportunity to talk with him about testifying today?
Yes.
All right. Has the state provided you a letter of immunity or a copy of the order that I have signed directing that they give you use immunity?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of it?
Yes.
All right. Can we see that, please, guys? I need 2 copies of it, actually 3.
Your son.
Not yet, sir. Doesn't apply to you yet, Mr. Steele. But it is going to be part of the record, Mr. Steele. I haven't filed it yet under Odyssey. I don't think it's made the Odyssey system quite yet, so anyways. Huh?
We have a proposed order.
But I signed the order this morning.
I meant the manner in which it was filed. It will not be made.
He don't
Okay.
care
All right.
about Miss Love. He don't like Miss Love. I can tell what he looking at.
Which copy's been given to Mr. Copeland? The order pursuant. All right. All right. Do we have extra copies of that? All right, Mr. Copeland, I'm going to mark this as the next court's exhibit in order, okay? Mr. Copeland, can you take a look at that order for me, please, sir? All right, let's just go through it right quick, okay? I just want to make sure that you understand where you are and you have your attorney here. And if you have questions of the court.
See, would it would it been defiance right now? He don't want to read those papers. He know what the paper says. But I noticed that he respects men. But it look like he got a problem with women. Cause I see he looking at the judge. How he looking at the judge? He respect the judge, but he ain't looking at them papers on that table. He is not looking at them papers on the table, and he ain't caring about no papers on the table. Okay.
Order of your counsel, you can go ahead and do that, okay? All right. You have to answer yes or no, sir.
All right.
Okay, all right. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not trying to do anything other than explain this to you, all right?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Mr. Copeland, this order reads basically, the state of Georgia has moved the court pursuant to this particular statute, which is 24-5-507, to compel your testimony, and our district attorney, Ms. Willis, having determined that your testimony is materially as necessary to the public interest. And that is, and if you take a look at the footnote, sir, I'm sure your attorney's probably explained this to you, that she has the purview of determining whether or not your testimony is needed for a particular trial. I don't even have that authority. Your attorney doesn't have that authority. You can't decide that maybe it's not really necessary. She makes that decision. So, and it's in the public interest. So, you've been subpoenaed in this case to appear before and give testimony in this particular matter, and state has provided the court sufficient reasons as to why you are necessary as a witness in this case. It appears that you've been properly subpoenaed to appear as a witness in this case, and that your testimony is necessary in the public interest. So that's how we, as a due process, gets you to come to court. I mean, you were noticed as a witness, they've identified you as a witness, they've determined that your testimony is needed. Because of the fact that you have some concerns about what your testimony may indicate or could indicate in this case, and that's something that you and your counsel have talked about, and I'm not certainly going to inquire about that. But in order to potentially deal with anything that may come out of that, the state is basically, knowing that you have a Fifth Amendment privilege, says, okay, we acknowledge that. We're going to give you immunity. And as a result of that, then you have to testify as a result of that. If you don't testify, then I, as the judge in this case, have several remedies. One of those is that I could hold you in contempt and jail you because the way that you get out of that contempt is to just testify. That's the only thing they wanted in this case for you to testify. So attorneys.
I like how the judge did an excellent job today, y'all. I'm gonna have to get a judge an A today. He got an A today, okay? He broke it down, explained it to Lil Woody better than his attorney would have to me. He let Woody know, I'm gonna give you an option. If you don't do this, If you don't testify, you're going to jail. Because you, but they gave him a immunity to protect him, to protect him from them locking him up. But I keep getting a vibe, I get some kind of vibe spirit with this young man. And why is his hair gone at his age?
Told me you're going to invoke your Fifth Amendment privilege. Done said. However, the immunity has been signed. I have a copy of that right now. So you're required to testify. So, if you don't testify, the state's probably going to ask me to jail you. And I'm probably going to do that. So, I'd like you to go out and talk with your lawyer and tell me what you want to do at that point in time, okay?
Do you need any more time to talk, Mr. Copeland? Okay. What is your desire at this time?
I'm taking the fifth. Okay, you're taking the fifth, but you've got immunity, but you still want to, are you going to testify? That's the thing.
That's the question.
That's the question on the floor. I've acknowledged the fact you have a Fifth Amendment privilege, but the state's giving you immunity, so that overrides that Fifth Amendment privilege. They require you to testify.
Yeah, but the state don't know what they're talking about. So if they ask me a question, they implicate me, then
Okay, they can't prosecute you on that.
They can't prosecute you with it.
The order prohibits them from allowing them to use that testimony against you. That's what your lawyer, and I'm not going to get into any of the machinations or intricacies of what may or may not have happened in this case, but Mr. Melnick is a very seasoned criminal defense attorney. I've seen him over the past 2 decades. I'm sure that he's probably giving you very, very good advice, but the state can't use that testimony. They can't kind of say, have it both ways. Like you testify and then use that against you to indict you and prosecute you.
Do like them other boys been going up there saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You ain't hear. See, what Whitty don't know, he at a point to either go to jail. Let me see that word I looked up. He can invoke his filth. And when you invoke your filth, in this look, I want y'all I looked it up for y'all. I already did my homework. People think when you say, they think that Jessica, I plead the fifth. Now, but you got immunity and you were subpoenaed to come to court. So you got to testify. The state need to hear from you. So you shouldn't have talked to them without your attorney in prison. Never talk to nobody if you get you an attorney. Don't talk to nobody. They knock on your door. No. Wait, I got to talk to my attorney. But he didn't do that. Okay, so this is what it means. You have invoked your Fifth Amendment. That's what Whitty is going to do in a few minutes. That means I looked it up for y'all because I didn't know, so I got to explain to my people because I want to educate them. The Fifth Amendment also protects criminal defense from having to testify if they may incriminate themselves through the testimony. A witness may plead the fifth and not answer. That's why I say, I don't know. I don't remember. If the witness believes answering the question may be a self-incrimination. Now, what happened to, that's the Fifth Amendment, y'all. Now, let's see, this is what's going to happen to Whitty in a few minutes. What happened when you invoke your Fifth Amendment rights? This is what's going to happen to Whitty. The Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution guarantees that an individual cannot be compelled by the government to provide incriminating information about herself of himself. The so-called right to remain silent. When an individual take the fifth, she invokes that right and refuses to answer questions or provoke, provide. Now, I'm still wondering. It's still confusing because it don't seem like they would have sent him to jail. But he gonna invoke his that the Fifth Amendment of the United States and the Constitution guarantee that an individual you cannot be compelled by the government to provide incriminating information about herself. The so-called right to remain silent. Oh, okay. So Woody don't got himself in a situation. In other words, y'all, Woody don't got himself in a situation. Woody got to talk. Even if he sit there and said, I didn't know, I don't know, I don't know, I can't remember, I can't remember, I don't know. He has to do that or go to jail. Is Woody gonna do that? We'll see. They gave him his immunity. They gave him his immunity to protect him, okay? An individual entity cannot be held liable. So they gave him that. They gave him that, which that protects what he says. He's not gonna go to jail. Okay, so they did look out for Louis. Oh Lord. Okay, here we go. Hello, y'all. So they did look out for him. Oh Lord, where is my? Here we go. Hold on, y'all. So they did look out for Lil Woody, but Lil Woody is somebody in his ear. Somebody in his ear, and they not in his ear right. So he better listen to the judge. Judge trying to help you, Woody. Why you trying to be?
We wouldn't have any faith that we need to have people come in and give testimony. So that's why they can't do that. They kind of can't go back on what they're going to tell you, what they're
He
gonna tell
telling
you.
him the
So
truth.
I signed the order. Now they've asked for immunity. I've signed the order. So basically, whatever you have to tell us, you tell us.
Say no more.
Do you wish to testify, Mr. Copeland? Is that no? You have to say no on the record.
Say it again.
Do you wish to testify?
He said I can tell him whatever I got to tell him. So I testify.
You will testify.
Yeah.
Willie. Lil Woody. Lil Woody. Lil Woody. Lil Woody. Maybe he didn't make it. Maybe he wasn't in maybe he was in. Y'all don't know what people education, how far they went to school and stuff. Something ain't right with Lil Woody. Lil Woody. Because he said that he would testify. Something tell me mentally that he still don't understand what he just said. Because he's not gonna do what he said. Unless he got a problem with women. I believe if that man had got up there asking questions, he wouldn't have had he wouldn't have been like he is. And some men don't get along with women. They ready for a man to talk to them. I don't know why. Some women just refer a woman to talk to them. So let's look. He said he gonna testify, Judge.
Okay. What we're going to do in just a second is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call for our jurors. I will formally
Slap me in
administer
it.
the oath to you, and then the state will ask you some questions, okay? And then you'll be cross-examined at some point in time by the
Activate
Can I
me.
speak to my attorney before? Because I think I just said the wrong thing.
Sure.
I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all something ain't right with Lil Willie. Oh, I said Lil Willie. That's my grandson name. Lil Woody. I just told y'all. I can mentally tell something ain't right with him. He said the wrong thing. Really? It ain't what he said. It's what he got to do. It ain't what he said. It's what he got to do. He said, I think I just said the wrong thing. Something ain't right with it. Something ain't right with him. You know, something ain't right. Something ain't right upstairs. Okay. They're going to let him go.
Step outside and talk to Mr. Melnick.
They're his boys in there. They're Woody boys. They're your hard head boys. They're your hard head boys. Sucker. They need Woody to testify. Young Thug will need Woody to testify. The prosecutor team knows this. They know this. See, they went outside their room to find out about Woody.
Don't go anywhere, okay?
They went outside to see about Woody. Woody need to testify, but he's not going to testify. He's going to go to jail. So I'm going to skip it. I hate to see somebody go to jail, you know, and he got on his white pants. Come on, thing. Okay, let me skip it.
Let's deal with the issue first. The first issue of the notes, okay? Um, do you have any written notes from your interviews of Mr. Copeland? What Mr. Steele is basically saying is that Mr. Copeland, a few, he said 5 statements, and that some of those may be inconsistent, which would fall into the category of Brady, or may fall in the category of Brady. So do you have any written notes that you or your team took that arguably would be work product, but that I would need to review to determine whether or not they are on Brady?
We do not have any written notes on.
All right, Mr. Steele, then that satisfies that issue in terms of that. If I find out that there's any other additional notes, then I'll change.
Y'all said Woody
My consideration on that issue.
Your Honor.
hold up, y'all. How about it? Okay, hold on, guys. Let me bring Woody.
I know you've been wondering, well, what are they doing? I remember I told you there are times that we have to work, and this morning's been one of those such times. So please, as we've indicated before, thank you for your patience. Given that, I just wanted you all to know that we haven't forgotten about you, but that we are going to go ahead and formally just break for lunch at this point in time. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do
Okay,
is
hold up, y'all.
come back for 1:15.
Okay, they back from lunch. Then I had a whole lunch. Let's see how Woody gonna do now. Miss Love can't be still for nothing in the world. That woman is something. She ain't no good prosecution. Prosecutor. I think Fonnie Willis. I like Miss Fonnie Willis. She's very professional, but I ain't never seen nobody like Miss Love. She just moving. She can't be still. Like something wrong with her. Leave them in alone. It's just something that attention. Trying to be cute in front of the camera. Be professional. I ain't never seen nobody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. All right, thank you, Deputy Ham. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury, good afternoon. All right. Without further delay, we're going to go ahead and call the next witness. State.
This Hilton calls Karen Copeland.
All right, summon Mr. Copeland.
Why
Please.
she talking like that? See, it ain't no. I see why they got rid of her from where she came from. That attitude. Act like a woman. Be a woman.
Here's that. Mr. Copeland is.
I just. Here it comes.
Here it comes. See, you up there talking about the boy. Leave him
All right, Mr.
alone.
Copeland, go ahead and approach the witness stand. Before you sit down, if you would turn and face Deputy Ham and be sworn as a witness.
You swear a affirmative testimony to give report the truth and whole truth, nothing but the truth, help?
Yes.
Let me see. You state your first and last name with the spelling of both, please.
You say that again?
State your first and last name with the spelling of both, please.
Kenneth Copeland.
Mr. Copeland, do me a favor, pull your chair up as close as you can to the microphone and speak directly into it so we can all hear you. So if you could state and spell your first and last name for the record, please.
Kenneth Copeland.
Spell it, please.
K-E-N-N-E.
Okay, listen. Okay. All right. Look, I want y'all to listen. This is why I brought y'all here. The prosecutor already know that you already up to here. You don't have a choice. You got to testify. Because I don't put myself in a situation to where I should have had my attorney present. So I have to testify. But what I said won't be held against me. Watch the attack or her or this Miss Knight. Miss Knight is going to. She already know the least little thing she say to Kenneth. He gonna snap. Watch this.
Thank you, sir. All right.
And Mr. Copeland, good afternoon. Do you want to be here?
Ma'am?
Do you want to be here?
Now, why she ask him that? Why did she ask that man that? You see how people it just irritating you. No, you don't want to be there. Why would you ask that young boy? You know how young he is. You know how young children are. Why he ain't no child, but you know he don't want to be there. Because y'all subpoenas him to be there. So why would he want to be there? You see what I mean? She aggravating that boy. But y'all can't let people get to y'all like that. And you gonna ask that boy, do you want to be here? Heck no, I don't want to be here. Then you subpoenas me to be here and I'm here. All right, go on and talk. She messing with that boy now. I don't like for nobody to mess with people like that.
Okay. Wait, are you going to let me ask you some questions?
Okay.
Are you gonna let me ask you some questions? Are you gonna let me ask you some questions? Attorney, talk. Handle your business. I don't like what y'all doing to this boy. I really don't. I don't know him or nothing. I just don't like the way y'all. I just don't like how she coming at this boy, y'all. She trying her best to upset him to where he gonna contempt. He gonna invoke and get locked up. Watch this.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
I plead the fifth.
What? Look. So, all right, Mister. Hold on, y'all. All right, all right. Okay, Mister. That's why y'all need to stay in school. Get much education that you need. Stay in school. If you're gonna stay out of school, get a job or do something. You know what the judge just sat there and finished talking to you about. The judge just told you that you can plead the fifth, but you immunity. The prosecutor saying the immunity for you to testify. And once that judge signed that paper, either you're gonna contempt if you don't want to testify. But you just said you want to testify. He just said he want to testify. Now he gonna got a little attitude. I plead the fifth. How could he let her get to him like that? I just don't understand. Y'all got to stop being so sensitive. Being sensitive like that is not gonna get you nowhere. It's not gonna get him nowhere. All y'all see is they bets. That's all we see. Bets. Okay, now watch this. Watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get you to step outside to your headquarters of jury deliberation, please? From
All right, for the jury.
Listen, watch what we look with the. Whoop. What is that? Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our jury has left us. Mr. Copeland, given the fact that you have invoked your Fifth Amendment privilege, but the state has already given you immunity under 24-5-507, this court holds you in willful contempt, and we'll see you on Monday. And we'll see if we can get some more testimony at that point in time. Take him into custody.
Okay. The plan was okay. First of all, y'all, Woody. I guess it may be me. I don't like to aggravate nobody. I don't like to agitate nobody. I don't like to see nobody pick on nobody. So Woody should have just sat there and said everything a woman, everything that woman say. Anytime that woman say something to him, he get like this. But on some man talking to him, he don't be like that. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he just don't want to talk to her. And then if he don't straighten that attitude, he gonna be sitting right there Monday. He got to testify. But Whitty don't realize, little Whitty don't realize that it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing bad that he needs to do. He ain't got to do to say, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. You got to know how to play the game with the system. And he didn't play it good. So what they did to Woody, y'all, I showed y'all the word invoke. He invoked. Oh man, what my word is it? Okay. I hate that happened to that boy. I really do. I really do. I really do. So we went over two words today. First of all, never talk to a person. Don't never talk to nobody if you ain't got your. When they say you have the right to remain silent, you better keep your mouth shut and get your attorney. Cause they'll manipulate you to talk. They came over to his house and they manipulated him to talk. Okay. And he said they signed the paper, but they gave him immunity. So before we leave today, we're gonna go over two words that we learned today. Okay. Okay. Now this is another word I want to add to our vocabulary. In the to another word I want to add to our list, vocabulary list. In the the young Thug Rico. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. No, something not. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I put the wrong word. Okay, I put the wrong word. Okay. Three words that I want to leave y'all with today that came up in this case, in the RICO case. Three words that we're gonna add to our RICO list. Okay. Okay. Three words that we're gonna go. Okay. Subpoena. Subpoena. Okay. The reason why I want to show you that word right there because I see that a lot of people don't understand that word right there. When you hear that word right there, oh, you got to go to court. They subpoena you to come be a witness. Okay, a witness is a written order for a person to appear in court. Okay, or produce document. Subpoenas are very common in personal injury cases. Okay, this what happened to Little Willie. Woody. I keep calling him my grandson name. Lil Woody. He was subpoena to court with a written document. He had to come to court. Anytime you get something like this, hear this word right here, you got a written order to be in that court. You better come to court. I don't care if you're sick, you better come. Okay, another word that another vocabulary that we learned today in the RICO case is immunity. Immunity means an individual or entity cannot be held liable for a violation of the law. Therefore, it's saying that little Woody will not be in no violation or whatever he said on the stand. Okay, and the last term that we learned today was he invoked the Fifth Amendment. Means he invoked that right and refused to answer questions provided. So what happened to him? What happened to Lil Willie? I'm gonna put these three words down in this description, okay, with the definition. So y'all won't get confused what's going on in the RICO case, okay? So that's what happened to on day 87 with Woody, okay? Lil Woody got to know, now he know that the judge not playing. So what do y'all think? I'm gonna put a question in the box too. What do you think that Lil Woody gonna do? I tell you what, hold on. Oh no, that ain't it. Let's, I'm gonna put a oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Oops. Okay. Do you all think Lil Woody is going to testify on Monday? He gonna be locked up until Monday in his white clothes. They gonna switch his clothes. So do y'all think he gonna talk Monday? If he don't talk Monday, he'll be sitting in there again and again and again until the RICO finish. He has to testify. Woody has to testify. Now, I hate to see that young boy go to jail. I'm gonna show you. I felt Mr. What his name? Oh, you heard? I'm gonna tell you what the man told Miss. Listen to his attorney. Listen to his attorney. What he said he gonna do to Miss Love. I don't know what that was on me. Hit me. Hold on. This is attorney. Listen. Woo! Her professional conduct. She need to work on her conduct. I like Miss Love, but Miss Love got to work on that conduct. You can't. I don't like to see nobody. My thing is, I don't like what happened in the courtroom today. I don't even like what happened to Woody, Lil Woody. Lil Woody told him that he wanted to plead the fifth, but they subpoenaed him to come to court. He not understanding it. He has to testify. Also, the prosecution did look out for Woody, Lil Woody. He told Lil Woody, "We're gonna give you that. We're gonna give you an immunity." And I'm gonna put those three definitions in the description. And he still didn't testify. That took my heart to see that boy get locked up like that. I don't wish being locked up on nobody because he could have a family. But you could also being grown, like he said he grown. You got the law. You got the. I tell you what thing this time, y'all. Today in the court, I'm gonna get a prosecution. I'm gonna get Miss not Miss Love, cause Miss Love kind of upset me today. Cause she get a clap in her hand or paw when she see them boy go to jail. Them boy too. That boy ain't did nothing. That boy ain't did nothing to be in that jail like that. It's a misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. He may be mentally slow. You don't know what's wrong with him. I think something wrong upstairs. You don't know what's wrong with him. That's why his attorney should have motivated him. But I have to give it to the prosecutor, the state this time. They did what they supposed to do. And the judge did a good job today. Now y'all know Honor Miss Love got to me. Miss Love wanted to see that boy go to jail. Why you say that, Lanita? Why you say that? Cause she see Miss Love they already told me Love how his attitude was when they met him. Oh well, we gonna let him go to jail. But I don't know why people so mean. Why they so angry? People so angry now. You know. I can't explain it to y'all. But anyway, y'all, that's what happened in day 87. Okay. I think them boys, and the main thing, listen to Mr. I want to let you hear the attorney. This attorney kind of disappointed me also. Woody, little Woody attorney.
I didn't say you did anything wrong. Okay, but I did.
State,
I didn't say you did anything wrong, but
I understand,
okay.
Your Honor, but I just want to be clear. The only thing that I've heard today is the state met with Kenneth Copeland without his attorney.
Are we going back to that again? I thought we.
I don't know of any
Okay.
defense counsel that's had any conversations with Kenneth Copeland at all. And I just want to make that clear. Today, I don't know of anyone that's had a conversation with.
Okay, but he's their witness at this point in time. If he wants to talk to you or he doesn't want to talk to you, he's got a lawyer, and that lawyer can make that decision, and so can Mr. Copeland. So
Situation because
I understand that, but you can't let other people, and I would advise you not to let third parties influence what you make.
Look at her being unprofessional.
that's not happening.
Okay, and that's all I was
Unprofessional. Look at
tell
her.
you. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. What does he like to tell me, Mr. Melnick?
Judge, I went back and reviewed my communications with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office in relation to Kenneth Copeland. And I found communications as late as June 5th of last year where the Fulton County District Attorney's Office had reached out to me about speaking to Mr. Copeland. Speaking to Mr. Copeland concerning this trial, not about any other case. Speaking with Mr. Copeland about this trial. Neither of these attorneys, no attorney at this table has ever attempted to contact me about Mr. Copeland and about his willingness or desire to testify at this trial. They have put us in this position where at the last minute, I'm trying to advise him as best I can what I think is best for him. Had they exercised the slightest bit of professional conduct, we would not be sitting here having this conversation today. And unfortunately, for me to fully explain everything that's been going on, it would require me to reveal confidences that I'm not going to reveal.
I don't want you to do that, sir.
I can assure you that the decision to invoke the Fifth came completely from Kenneth Copeland. I owe nothing to anybody over here. I owe nothing to anybody at any of these tables. I don't care, candidly, no offense, don't care what happens with their cases. The only thing I care about is what happens to Kenneth Copeland. And for any assertion, I'm sorry, Judge, for any assertion.
And that's your primary duty.
It is. That's exactly right. And for an assertion to be made that I or Mr. Copeland are somehow being influenced by somebody over here is absolutely ridiculous.
That's childish,
I take great offense to it,
unprofessional.
and I can tell Miss Love that I am going to the state bar to report her for contacting a witness that she knows to be represented by counsel. She and I have had conversations about.
Look at her attitude. Look at her.
Okay, and sir, that is whatever you decide to do outside of what the court is ruling.
Look at her mouth. Look at her.
What I see.
See, Miss Fannie Willis said act like this. Funny Willis said, look at them lips.
Who, for whatever reason, may have some other reasons about his testimony. He just expressed those this morning. He said, "I'm going to invoke."
I want y'all to hear Mr. Steele. I like what Mr. Steele said. Let me put it on Mr. Steele.
On your proffer. Now you want to have it both ways. You can't do that.
Your Honor, I thought the state knew that, and
And that's not what the point is. The point is, you as an advocate, is you should have told me. Both sides have an equal responsibility under the rules of professional responsibility.
okay, as long as we're both responsible, that's fine.
All right, have a seat, sir. Thank you.
Ooh, man. Somebody, Judge, they might be getting rid of you soon. I think they really do need to get rid of you. I want to put that on the part with Mr. Here he go. I like now. Then he felt he listen.
All right, Mr. Steele, do you have the raw file?
Listen, Mr. Steele, y'all.
Judge Lamb,
Sir.
you allow another moment when Miss Love calls me that I did not do something. They have the exact image of what we got from the jail in Fayette County. That is it. And if I get another false allegation and you do nothing, I'm shocked. I'm appalled at you. I sit here day after day with this false allegation just machine. I gave the state everything. There's been no disconstruction. There's been no purposeful, I don't care. I don't care. I give over everything. I've done this for 33 years. Never in my life have I seen a trial. I've done 300 appeals in the state of Georgia alone. I've never read a case like this. Judge, I gave them everything I had. I waited. I was at my office till 8. After 8 last night, I waited for their investigator to come by. I handed him an exact copy of the thumb drive. They have everything that we got from the Fayette County Jail. There's been no deconstruction. There's been no purposeful exclusion. This is not the first time. Okay. I apologize that I'm getting temper, but I've never been treated like this.
Don't let them get you like that, Mr. Steele.
Is lacking with one lawyer here. It has never been. I don't even like coming to court. I used to love it. I would die for what we do. I used to say, I'm dying. I would die. I couldn't choose a better profession. If I had litigated with Miss Love, I would.
Your Honor, can we strike the comment attack? Can we strike
Okay, hey, everybody.
She did. Look at her.
Both of you sit. Both of you, please be seated.
Judge, I'm not.
Both of you, please be seated.
She's very argumentative.
You have threatened me with contempt. You have threatened me with jail. If you go back in time, we can just start in voir dire. Jury after jury, you did individual voir dire, painful. Miss Love would come in and say that juror was crying. It was not true. You would say, that's not my recollection after I said it. You did nothing. We start the case.
Mr. Steele.
I asked you, please.
Mr. Steele.
How would you feel if you were being treated?
Mr. Steele.
They ain't treating Thug right.
I gave them everything on that drive, and it's continual abuse of a prosecutor of another member of the bar. I don't talk with Miss Love.
Me love, man, because you don't talk to
I
her.
like that. But Judge, I'm not going to stand here anymore.
That's what she wants you to
I
do,
don't
to talk
care.
to
You
her.
can take my bar card.
Mr. Steele, listen. But there.
And Mr. Williams, to me, this is an innocent man. You talk about, Miss Love said there's a man in the Fulton County Jail. He shouldn't be there, Mr. Copeland. Mr. Williams shouldn't be in custody. But he's been charged, and we come here for a fair trial. It's been everything but that, according to.
So what Mr. Steele is saying is that young boy shouldn't be locked up. Who got locked up today? He shouldn't be in jail, y'all. See, a lot of people evil like that. They don't care nothing about going to jail. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this thing. I'm gonna get out here and charge my phone up. Yeah, she don't care. Him going to jail, she don't care. Ooh, y'all ain't got but 2% on my phone. I appreciate y'all being here. I will put those 3 words, our 3 new words that we learned today in this RICO trial. I love y'all. Let me charge this phone up. Peace. I hope that boy testified on Monday. I hope he has somebody older to talk to him and tell him what he need to do and pray for him. Because he's going to be in jail and jail and jail. He don't need to be in jail. He ain't did nothing wrong. I'm out of here, y'all.